Logical Zay. It's always more than one way to think about anything.
King and queens, I hope everybody is doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, staying to yourself. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind. Pop your issue in the comment section. I will be checking. Keep it respectful. No disrespecting. As y'all can see by the title and by the thumbnail what we got going on, we're going to get straight into it. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Poetic Flacco's channel, man. Before you go subscribe to his channel, though, subscribe to mine. Let's get into this video, man. It's crazy out here, y'all.
Our allegations are very disturbing.
To know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way.
That's Dwight Howard's wife, Amy, and she released that video about 30 minutes ago. She proceeds to go in on Dwight Howard and exposes him. Now, she will list out her reasoning for why she's exposing Dwight Howard at this moment. She will say, I can admit it right now, I feel ashamed. I cringe when I see couples take their issues to the internet, but I was humbled with understanding because now look what I have to do to protect myself. My husband put himself in a position that resulted in CPS being called to our house 3 times in less than 2 months. But 3 days ago, they were called again and they left with our daughter. I have personally had to call the police on them 3 times in barely 14 months marriage. Everyone around me told me you made a commitment through sickness or health, and that played with my mind after I filed for divorce at 6 months. I came back because honestly, I tried to listen to the married people around me who said it was too soon to walk away. But now, what I've gotten myself into, my stepson is only 12 years old. When CPS and police came to take our daughter, my husband needed an alibi to collaborate a lie. I told him I wanted no parts. In return, he coached my stepson to lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson. You can hear him replying to me, telling him, I know daddy made you lie on me to police. You hear him replying, feeling guilty for following daddy's rule. You'll hear me tell my stepson, I still love you, and he replies, I love you too. My stepchildren love me. I could say so much about the pain I've personally endured, but it's about these children. I am deeply heartbroken right now to have to advocate for minors' voices and in return, lose a marriage that I was so happy to be in. She then proceeds to get into this very vague story where she accuses Dwight Howard of doing things to his kids. Doing things to his kids that lead CPS to keep coming to the house multiple times. Now, every time CPS comes to the house, she will say that, you know, she covers up for Dwight. She covers up for Dwight. She covers up for Dwight. And she talks about the struggle of covering up for Dwight Howard, right? Because she doesn't know if she's doing the right thing or not. And she wants to advocate for the kids, but she don't want to turn on her husband. This is very concerning, all right? Now, again, it starts off very vague. She would say that she covered up for her husband until today when Dwight Howard apparently threw her under the bus. So apparently CPS came to the home to investigate something regarding the daughter. And while they were investigating, Dwight Howard, according to her, coached his son to lie to CPS and put the blame
in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back. But this.
Okay, I got something to say about that. If the signs affect you enough the first time, outside noise don't matter. They don't know what you battling and what you dealt with and what you dealing with on why you even thought about that in the first place. No. We ain't doing that. We got to pay attention to the signs the first time because it's probably only going to get worse the second, the third, the fourth. Now, I'm all about giving grace. I'm all about being compassionate. I'm all about forgiveness and all of that. But to what degree made you think about divorcing this person the first time? Was it severe enough? Because if it was, then you had every right to make that move and not listen to outside noise because, again, they don't know what you're battling.
It's going way too far. But it's not even about me. It's about the kids.
No, for sure.
The stuff that I have to go through with the kids. I have to be witnesses too. I'm at the police at the house. They ask me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I am in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble. So of course I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months.
That's crazy.
I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing.
Nah.
I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband, but the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids, and I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter, and I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him. His son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it.
It gets to a point in the story where I have no type of sympathy or empathy for any of the adults in the story, Amy nor Dwight, right? The only people that I'm concerned about is the kids. Because it still looks like Amy is still trying to protect Dwight, right? Because she talks in, like, it's vague, right? Tell us what Dwight is doing to the kids.
Yeah, what happened?
Tell us what you had to lie to the investigators and to CPS when they came to the house. What did you lie about? Because if kids are being harmed, we need to know. If Dwight is harming these kids, we need to know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it looks like she's still protecting Dwight. She's still refusing to tell us what Dwight is doing to these kids. But then she's telling us, hey, I want y'all to help me help Dwight get off drugs. Then it gets to this bizarre part where she pulls out bags of drugs and shows us how much drugs Dwight is doing.
Huh?
Now, Dwight got like a half a key, like, of the booger sugar just in the house. I mean,
that's exactly what I figured it was. I figured that because Dwight, I mean, granted, we don't know these people because they're athletes, right? And we always seem to think that we know these people personally, even just off interviews. Now, granted, interviews can show you a side of a person, right? The way their mannerism, their body language, the way they respond, you know what I mean? How much people like their interviews and the things that they say, so on and so forth. You can pay attention, but for the most part, it's still this mystique to them. It's still a mystery to who they truly are. And you hear a lot of crazy stuff about, bro. I ain't gonna fake it. I've heard him dealing with the same, you know what I'm saying? He dealing with other men, all type of, like, it's just wild stuff. So to add the drugs in it, it's just like, all right, bro, come on, man. You know what I mean? And who's gonna help? Who's gonna reach out for help? So it's hard to believe certain things, but when you hear certain, it's like, But again, this is all alleged. You know what I mean? I say all that to say it's all alleged, but at the same time, stories sometimes, if enough people tell the same story, it's like, all right, fool. To some degree, we got to believe it. Until you speak out, it's like, come on, fool. And I'm not saying, because I got to go back and forth with myself. Sometimes people are okay teaming up and telling a lie. But if these people don't even know each other, you got one person over here that's dealing with you in a different way, like business. Then you got a person over here that's dealing with you in a relationship. Then you got this other person over here who was dealing with you when it came to the car situation, or, you know what I mean? You bought a car from them, and these 3 different people, 3 different scenarios got the same story about you, about how you behave and how you are with them. It's like, all right, bro.
This is drug use I've never seen before. But I guess this is what you do with drug use if you are, a 100 millionaire. But Amy is crying, and I'm like, yo, again, I felt sorry in the beginning of the video. Towards the end, I felt no pity because she's still protecting Dwight. Tell us what Dwight is doing to these kids.
Yeah.
Tell us what exactly Dwight is instructing you to lie to CPS about. Because if kids are being harmed, we don't care about Dwight's drug use or y'all marriage. We care about these kids, baby.
He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody want to fucking listen because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm losing my marriage to. This right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this man. But I gotta protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now I don't know what is gonna, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. It is not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too far. And
it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me or run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail. You can. Yeah. So you must always tell the truth. Yeah? Telling the truth of what you lie, how you made them lie. What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her? He's literally in her room, framing her.
Oh, this is crazy.
And I'm going to record it all.
This is your introduction to Dwight Howard and his family dynamics. Boy, I have to tell you, the rabbit hole runs a little deeper.
This is wild. Hold on.
He acted to Amy going public with her issues with Dwight. The first baby mama will say that when Amy and Dwight first got together, she came public with similar accusations against Dwight Howard that Amy is going public with now. But when she came out with the accusations against Dwight Howard, Amy joined Dwight Howard to slander her, defame her, and call her crazy. And Amy will say that she was only coming out and accusing Dwight Howard of these things because she wanted Dwight Howard and Dwight Howard didn't want her. Fast forward, now Amy is coming out with the same allegations that Amy called her crazy for.
Until you do right by me, it's always been about the kids. It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what the you're saying. But now you want to speak because he brought you into it? Girl! It's everybody else's fault? Wow! So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You called me crazy, right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him when it's always been about the kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No, it's because of what he does to people.
Yeah, and also, too, what he doing to himself. This is wild, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Her crib is nice, by the way. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevate you till we hit her head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. I see y'all when I see y'all. Be great, man. All right, go on.